What's going on, all you beautiful people out there? So I've got another little unboxing here for you today. So this is a prize. They did Vosteed had done a competition, this V Knife Life thing on Instagram and Facebook. And I was lucky enough to be chosen. Unfortunately, I didn't win the number one spot, which was a $500 credit for Vosteed. That would have been really nice. But did come in second place, which was a free knife. That's a good day any day, if you ask me. So I know what we've got here. I did go ahead and take a sneak peek. So this is the Going Gear exclusive Raccoon with the Raffir Noble handle or scales. I figured, it's only fair to open a Raccoon with a Raccoon. So let's take a look and see what we've got here. Get into here. So hope everybody's having a great day. I really appreciate you stopping in and taking a look at what we've got here today. So got the business suit, or the business dress Raccoon. And then typical new packaging for Vosteed with their budget line. Again, we've got the pamphlet, the box, the new kind of a smaller case. It's got a little tighter zippers on it. You get your Vosteed little typical size. I think it's a 4x4 if I'm not mistaken, 6x6, something like that. Anyway, let's get to the knife. That's what everybody's here to see. So this is the button lock variant as opposed to the crossbar lock. So ooh, this raffir feels cool. I didn't know it had like micro milling on it. So you can kind of see that there. Let's see if I can get zoomed in. See how that does. So here we go. So you do have your micro milling that runs down the raffir. Again, you have your fill-in plate. So it is ambidextrous pocket clip. So tip up only though. When you see again that just perfect machining where there's absolutely nothing sticking up. Screws are all countersunk. Generous lanyard hole. You do have some machining stuff in there, but that's not a big deal. Again, your pocket clip, perfectly inset, flat screws. Their pocket clips, since they've redesigned them, like we've talked about, they have a little thicker material there. Since they've done that, I've had no issues with them. So again, we take a look at that raffir. I'm going to go ahead and back out again. T6, T8, which is fine as long as it's not got a, you're not gobbed up with Loctite, which these guys usually do not do. One thing that's, you'll notice too is the screw side is on the show side. All right, sorry about that. Don't know where I left off. I had to go get the door. Wife got home. So I think we were just taking a look again at the kind of close up of the handles here. And again, please forgive any background noise because now the dogs are all deciding it's the best time to eat. But I really do like the milling on here. It makes the handle scales, it gives them a very unique feel. I don't know anything about Raffir Noble. I have no clue. I'm guessing it's just some sort of fancy plastic. It looks pretty. I mean, I'll give it that. It's kind of got that mother of pearl kind of flair to it. It's got some just streaks of gray and black, white, But let's take a look at let's take a feel for the action here for the first time. See how that is. I mean, I had one of the original, like one of the very first Raccoons when they first come out. I haven't had one of the new ones since he's kind of re-engineered the lock. Not bad. It's got, say, pretty solid, quote-unquote detent. There's no sponginess to it. It's, kind of like a clean trigger. You get right there at the wall, and then you push forward, and it breaks clean. So, not bad there. Try the ring finger, or the pointer finger flick. Works good for me there. Middle finger's good too. So, not too bad. Let's check for button lock or button stick. Do have just a touch of button stick. Only when I really shoot it out there. Now, if I just barely open it, there's no button stick. If I flick it out really strong, there's just a touch. And I mean, I'm talking very minute. So that's pretty cool. Very interesting skills. Like I said, I don't know anything about the material. I don't know if it's something like Ultim or what, but I mean, I guess I could do some research and annotate or whatever, but that's really not my style. I've got perfectly centered. Of course, everybody knows the Raccoon by now. It's, plenty of sharpening life. You got a great kind of a finger choil / sharpening choil there where you can choke up. I wouldn't really advise on it because it does get you right there on the edge. This is their satin blade. So let me clean the blade off here. So this does have the satin blade and hardware. Now this is the new gen, so it does have the Nitro V steel, which is, I mean, depending on how you look at it, I like them both very well. Nitro V and 14C are both fantastic steels. I think the original one 14C, yeah. So I like them both, but I can kind of flip flop them either way. But you got your Nitro V logo. Vosteed logo. Again, you've got the beautiful machine satin there. Great grind. Let's get, come on, focus. Got good grind lines. Let's see if we can get in a little closer on that grind. Yeah, so the grind looks really good. What I can see anyway. There's some more close up on that. So not too shabby there. And let's do a good old fashioned paper test. See how we are on that. Do my typical thing where I just try to get the paper to bite. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's no questions about that one. It wants to get those curlies going really easy. So it's biting right into that paper and just push cutting through it. I mean, these are just full on push cuts. There's no question about that. So again, Vosteed always does an amazing job with their edges. I honestly, I own quite a bit of them, with the exception of some of their original, like first production runs, like some of the very first, like S35 Bellamy, my S35 Bellamy. I got it secondhand now. That being said, the person told me it was brand new, never cut, never anything like that, and it looks brand new, never cut, but the edges leaves some stuff to be desired. I just haven't thrown it on the sharpener yet, but every Vosteed I have ever purchased firsthand has been exceptionally sharp right out of the box. Action's good here. Just see, very minimum blade bounce. You can actually even get it to not do that at all. Yeah, this was just more of a hey, how you doing to this to the newest member to my Vosteeds here. Again, this thank you to everybody at Vosteed for the opportunity to win this great knife. So we got 3.1 ounces on raffir versus 3.4 ounces on the G10. Probably due to the crosslock mechanism, I'd have to say. There's a little more, I think there's a little more steel there. But I could be wrong. It could be simply just because of the difference in materials. Of course, everybody knows the specs and everything on the links and everything. So, again, this was is a Going Gear exclusive. I do not know if they are still available at this time. So this was one I had actually put in my shopping cart a couple of times and never quite pulled the trigger on it. I'm usually more of a coated blade kind of guy, but this raffir definitely looks best, or looks good with that satin blade. So I will end it here. This is going to go live. So this will be going live Christmas Eve. So I will go ahead and wish everyone a Merry Christmas. You know, hold your family tight. The ones that you still have around, make sure make sure you tell them you love them. You know, if there's any petty BS, set that stuff aside. It ain't worth it. There's nothing worse than having some words that should have been said that never got said. So just remember that. As always, be kind, be humble, be EDC. Merry Christmas, y'all.